My name is Hlompho Napoqhumane, and I'm a current graduate at Nedbank. I studied at University of the Witwatersrand. I studied BSc General, majoring in pure mathematics and computational applied mathematics. I then later went and did my postgrad in honors. I also have a master's in applied mathematics. So as a quant trainee at Nedbank, you get to rotate around different divisions of your choice. That's the beauty of it. For instance, when I started in business banking, retail lab, where they built models for business clients. Then I also went into market risk monitoring team where I did validation. And I'm now currently under credit model validation unit, which also does validation for credit built models. What I'll do at work, I'll get to office, sit down, read my emails, stand up, go and make coffee. Doing validation, it's like validating someone's work, what they have done, whether they implemented the stuff correctly, depending on where that model is built. Certain models, we find that they were built on a certain period of data, and because of changes, you find that clients are no longer behaving that way, and you find that the model would break at that instance. So you do stuff like that, testing whether the model still behaves in the current situation. There's also reporting, which we have to fill in. Before I started, when I was in school, they used to talk about models, and I also didn't know what a model is. But eventually, once you start, they'll introduce what a model is. There's statistical models. So these models are built depending on what you are trying to build it for. So for instance, if you are trying to predict people who are going to default, you build a statistical model which predicts people who are going to default. Modeling would be modeling using differential equations, modeling maybe how a virus spread or what, but here it's models which are built specifically for finance. So those are statistical models which are built on many factors that the bank will usually try and analyze. Variables would be analyzed to see, okay, these variables would be good to fit into this model such that we know that we have a working model on this. People on the market side, they build different models for trading and etc. On the credit side, we also build different models. It depends. And today, since we're having big data and analytics, you find now people are using machine learning instead of statistical approaches into building models. So it's quite an interesting field to say. I would say, yeah, the career chose me because I used to hear about quant, and eventually in my honors year, everyone was applying and they were all applying to be quants. And eventually I was like, yeah, let me try this, let me see what will happen. People used to come to university saying, hey, quants is a nice career where you'll get to use your mathematical skills. And that's what I've seen. I haven't been disappointed. Hence, that's one of the things that drove me to want to apply. And eventually when I applied, I got an offer from Nedbank, and I stopped applying. I was like, yes, I'm gonna go there. You know, when you get there as a graduate, you don't know anything. You're expecting them to be light on you, like, yeah, this. But you find they'll throw you in the deep end, but they won't let you drown. They'll be there to assist. They'll be there to see, hey, are you coping? And they are expecting it to be an interactive thing where you get to say, hey, I can't swim now, I'm at the deep end. When you look back, we are like, wow, I actually went through all that. You come here and they let you present before quants who are experienced, who know what they are doing. Yeah, those are some of the challenges and what's exciting in this graduate program, because they let you do the actual work. Because most of the people here are already studying and learning, you also get encouraged to want to learn more. So we use Udemy to develop ourselves. So I'm sort of like an introvert. I like spending my time by myself. I do lots of reading religious books and also in the science side. You'll find I'll be jogging, going to the gym. On those days I'll go out and meet with friends, but I rarely do that. But I also like outdoor activities where you maybe go out for quad biking, something that's fun which will require me to be active.